Howdy, Daniel. Hi, hi, hi. I have to admit, I just had a shower and spent the entire duration of that shower trying to figure out how to fix the problems that this thing has. Because it's so good, but so bad. I'm gonna grab the piston for it. Cylinder is, I guess, more appropriate. It's pretty gorgeous. Not my best work, but still pretty darn good. I think I want a thicker wall on it. I keep noticing that and realizing that I can't do anything about it because I regularly move close and far from my camera, so... this is why I don't do a face cam. Okay, this side of the stock is fine. The other side is not because it has big gaps in the print. Which is fine. That's acceptable. Not great, but it'll do fine. I think I want a 2mm wall on this. So, let's figure that out, huh? Now, I seem to recall having some issues with that just in general. Where is the hollowing operation? Oh my god, I never sorted this. That's impressive, because I am streaming at a totally different time this evening. Bye, hi, hi. Oh, wait, I read that wrong. Bye, bye, hi, hi. That's... Can I go up to 0.9? 1.95? I can. What if I go to 2? Hero, winner. I'm a genius. Howdy, Mr. Nathan. I hope you're doing all right tonight. Oh my god, now it's recalculating everything. Oh god, this wasn't what I wanted. It's gonna break everything, isn't it? Oh my god. I had 2 failed fillets. And the rest is fine. I'm not even entirely sure where they were. Hello, everybody. You know what? I always start streaming at 7 because it's convenient-ish for me. But everybody shows up, like, right as I'm leaving. Maybe I should start streaming later. I mean, then Ed can't show up, but... Ed, I know you're watching this later. And, you're welcome. Oh, hello, Wick. It's always good to have you around. I can't believe these 2 fillets are the only things that failed. I don't even know where they are. Probably isn't good, but... You know what? I'm sure they're not that important. Which I recognize is like famous last words and stuff, but I'll betcha. If I go back to here and then start to inspect what I was doing, like if I look at this here, oh, that's curious. Oh. That's very odd. Is that hole... Yeah, that hole is actually in the finished print. Well, finished being relative. I printed this for End War, and glued it together as lightly as possible because several of the prints failed. You can see there's kind of a gap up here. And then one of them, like the one that didn't break off, sort of bent up and outwards and compressed, so it doesn't actually meet the middle, and it's sticking out at a weird angle. So unfortunately I have to reprint the 2 largest pieces. And then realistically, one of the okay, this is a prototype, and it will probably never function. This is probably only going to be a display piece, because I'm not happy with the front of it. I got to take it around a lot, and one of the things I noticed was that there isn't any protection against, I guess it would be axial movement in this direction. So this nose area twists a lot. And that could be solved mostly by just dropping another screw in here. And maybe down here, but it might not be necessary now that I'm looking at it. Although, now that I'm looking at it a little more thoroughly, it's possible that a lot of that is in the joint. But either way, one of the things I realized I have to do is I have to beef up the shell a little bit. Because right now it's at 1.5 millimeters, and that's not thick enough. It has to go up to 2. It feels okay, but there are just some areas that just feel a little squishy. And I could fix it with ribs in there, but I don't like it. I don't like that. It's already pretty busy on the inside. Hardy har, cat, don't you start. Oh, and of course Discord is on the wrong monitor. You're just mocking me now. I say now like this is a new thing. The other thing is the piston that I modeled this for, like this whole cylinder shenanigans, I didn't cut it well. I would really like to go back and make a 4-directional flip jig for this, and then machine this. I know it's something I can do now. The entire thing is small enough to fit on my CNC machine. Shameless. You're shameless. If you give it more ribs, that brings it closer to living. Is this like an Eve joke? Yeah. Damn, I like this thing. Yeah, so I'm just gonna machine a new version. I'm probably even gonna machine the catch. Like, it's just... And then, Edscar, for when you're watching this in the future, I can shift the whole trigger mechanism backwards. Which I'm gonna have to do anyway, but still, you know. Because I'm not trying to model off of this. I can actually, like, machine something custom to my specifications. I really like the transistor. Oh, and even better, I've managed to crack some of this polycarb. So it's a shame because this is like $20 worth of polycarbonate, but my time is worth a lot more than the $20 that the polycarbonate is worth. So it's better to just do it right. Okay. That is so bizarre. I cannot figure out what this is from. Let's, I can't open two of the same thing, so I have to version this in order to open it. And, I don't know, what should I call this version? Maybe I should save it as a new file. Not strictly necessary, but it's kind of what I'm doing. I kind of am making a new... It's not a bad idea. Like, effectively what we're doing here is we're making this thing version 2. Because I think that thing is done. I might, like, reinforce the glue joints and stuff, and... But it's never gonna function. There's just too much wrong with it, honestly. Let's cancel, and then what we should do is, no. Let's save as. This is now FBow version 2. Boom, nailed it. So let's go back to... Now, we're going to have a lot of errors as I go, so I'm not entirely sure this is totally worth it, but... Can I not? No? I want to move this up in the rank. No? Okay, fine. I'm gonna get rid of all of these. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna get rid of all of these renders. Everything that ends in .png. Just to make things a little more organized in here, because this is getting a little ridiculous and they're all pretty much renders of the same thing. Alright. Really kind of bothering me that I can't reorder these. View drawing from design, no. Share public link, no. Nope, I have no idea. Okay, so we have 2 red. So that is fill at 129 and fill at 130. Amazing. That's a little funny. So these 2 right here. So what's this? Oh, those 2 little bitches, because it didn't quite line up. Okay, so that actually has to also get changed, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately we pretty much have to change how this entire thing is constructed, because 2 of the biggest problems that I have with the original version, you can barely reach the trigger. Like, technically you could do it if you wanted, but it's like just the tip of your finger, and that's not helpful. That's not useful, that's not good. So, we need to move this entire trigger guard area back. Then the other thing is, this section here just rubs the fuck out of your finger. It's so uncomfortable. And I really need to fix that. So, I kind of want to take it... I want to take this line and bring it forward, I think. So, let's see how that... Oh, yeah, and those don't actually even need to exist anymore. And then I can zoom ahead in time. Okay, well, that was that problem solved shockingly easily. Come on. Alright, there we go. And what the fuck is this spring doing? Oh, okay, that makes sense. And then I think I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be naughty and I'm gonna machine this entire section from UHMW. And maybe the barrel pieces too. I think that would be nice and good looking. And then I can screw into this back section here, I think. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I got a solid theory on how to do that. This is gonna be fun. I like that T-pole. I'm gonna print it out and I'm gonna like put my hand on it and be like, wow, this is such garbage, and I'm gonna hate it. But until that moment, I'm gonna love this thing. I might try and machine it, actually. Like, machine it as the same piece of this. Although, that might... No, because the whole piston area should be removable. And I need to figure out a way to hold down the front section here. I'm thinking maybe some sort of an insert in here that kind of holds onto the bottom of both halves of the shell. And then you bolt down on top of that. till such time as you can touch it, you will love the teeple. Pretty much. Like that thing is pretty gorgeous. I feel like it will break in like a quarter of a second though. So yeah, I have some serious worries about how I'm gonna make this section work because it's already pretty darn complicated. I might try and like sweep something through this area and like rather than modify the lines dramatically, just because I love how this line up here comes up and then curves back around and sort of becomes one with this front line. So it's sort of the line of the grip and the line of the sort of barrel shroud handguard thing. Sort of joining up into one so that it's like if you unwrapped it, this would unroll all the way to back here, right? And I like that. So I don't want to lose that. Not if you cut it out of a block of aluminum. You're not wrong. Also, Hannah, I noticed you haven't changed your name on Discord. Is it what should I be referring to you as? Happy to do whatever, just... Okay, well, I need to just jump straight into this and fuck it straight up. Nope, that's not the sketch I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, it makes sense, but not what I thought. Let's do piston volume. Oh my god. Why are there so many fucking sketches? Alright, this is what I want. So let's fix that line. And maybe... yeah. Is that not an offset? It really isn't, is it? Ugh. God, what an amateur. This is just a line segment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it and then bring this here, maybe? It was here. So let's go, I don't know. That's about where I would want the trigger to be. I know Ed is gonna bitch about that, but... no, that's about right, even by Ed's standards. Yeah, absolutely. Carefully labeled sketches. Oh yeah, no, this was before I was labeling my sketches. Now I do it with everything. Because I've started releasing Fusion files when I release stuff, so... it means that people can go in and look at all the horrible things that I've done. So if I want the trigger to be another 150 millimeters forward. Yeah, that might even be too much on this thing. No, let's go 150 millimeters. 15 millimeters. God, what am I? Okay. So this is probably 5 millimeter increments, so yeah. Yeah, let's bring it back to there. New? Problem is, I don't want to touch this line too much, because I actually like how it sits. So let's try moving all of these back. And then okay, and then let's go with like one of these dealies here, and then lock that in this way. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna offset it. That looks like 5 millimeters actually. Huh. And then we can just extend this up to here, and that's not a great solution, but it actually, it should work. It didn't. It should, but it didn't, somehow. Mystically. Nope. I guess I just have to... Okay, now that worked. Not extremely big fan. This is going to take for fucking ever to regenerate. And I think thus far I am correct. Oh, what is that about? Oh, that's not good. Oh. Well, that's a problem. Okay, I have a theory on this. Thanks for that. Yeah, it's just iron sights. Thanks, dog. Okay, so still super fucking broken. It looks like a character from Gears of War now. Oh, now, of course, I thought of it. Alright, tangent chain. Oh, crap. And it's a good thing I have this backup open in another tab. Oh, unless I crashed it, in which case... not great. This is not going great for me. Oh, okay, alright. Here we go. Actually, it's probably that side. Nope. Well, now that's curious. That's a little funny. Nope. Oh god, where is it? There? Fillet 7. 1, 2, 7. Counting with coat deck. Excuse me. Okay, that's 24. And we want to make this not 24. 23.5, because apparently if I go to 24 in this area, things get fucky. What if I go to 23.9? Huh? You like that? Yeah, that's fine. Oh my god. Oh, well, something failed badly, but... Okay, fillet 10. Okay, that's fine. Ah, so it just doesn't know what to select. Yeah, 1.5? No, 1.2? 5? 1.26? 1.25? What is it on this? Is it... Oh, it's regenerating the whole thing. Every time I swap, it has to regenerate the whole thing before it... Well done. It's fine. I can wait. I'm not being sarcastic or snide at all. Take your fucking time. Oh, what was I even looking at? Wasn't it? Okay, fillet 10 here is constant radius 1.5 millimeters. That's so bizarre. So, okay, so if I... Shockingly, this actually worked really well. Like, that has no right working nearly as well as it did. It's not perfect. I'm betting this web is actually right in here, just looking at it. Nope, totally wrong. Whatever. We can fix that later. So these two here are related to this up here, which is fine because we need to fix this anyway. I'm really not happy with how this sits. I think I want this line here to flow into this a little nicer. Because right now it's just like a block. And right now that looks really stupid. I'm also gonna have to pull the trigger way back. But if we take a look right now, that puts the trigger guard equal with the swell here, which means it's gonna sit right where we need it to, effectively. Like pretty much dead on, actually. Right where it sort of changes direction. Yeah, so that puts the trigger guard right there, which I'm happy with. I don't like the way that shape is sitting, so we're gonna go back and fix that. It's a little too elongated this way. I kind of want it a little more vertical here. Maybe that is right. Maybe I just want it a little flatter here. I think that might be the case, because as is, this trigger guard area is like... I mean, I can fit my whole hand in this trigger guard. So, it can be a little bit smaller. That's fine. So, let's go back to that sketch. Whatever the hell that one was. This one. And let's figure out a smoother transition into here. I think I want to go for a spline like this, I think. The problem is this really isn't... Oh, and it's Ton. Sorry, that's my Facebook Messenger, and I didn't turn it off because nobody ever messages me there. So I'm gonna turn that off now because I am a professional. When are you making your big start as a Tenogen artist? You know what? I was also thinking about that in the shower this morning. Or this evening, I guess. Time is an illusion. Alright, finish sketch. And now it's gonna regenerate the whole motherfucking thing. We're going out to eat now, but Vincent and Michael also say hi. Hello. Hello, cat. Yes. $18-degree isometric purple too. Yeah, soonish. Oh god, everything broke. Oh, you like that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fan-fucking-tastic, isn't it? I bet that has to do with just the selection in these extrudes here. Incorrect. Okay, then I'm gonna guess that one. Yeah, I can do that sometime. Bother me when I'm not streaming, and I'll do that. It's not a problem. Oh my god. Ah, yes. There's your problem. Let's see what it has to say about that. Fusion isn't crashing. I'm almost certain about it. It's just... that went shockingly well. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This whole thing has been going shockingly well. Like, I expected this to be so much worse. You know what, if I move the trigger back far enough, I actually think it's possible that I can do something clever, like have a linkage. So rotate the trigger, and then as the trigger rotates, like, move a lever. It'd be a little complicated, but it'd be doable. No, actually, that's fine. It was this. So here is where I throw a wrench in the works. This is where things start to get a little bit fucky. What do you make of that, Fusion 360? Yeah, butt face. I know it's just gonna fuck me over anyway. I'm just waiting. Although that being said, it might now be possible to fix that fillet so that it's not 0.5 of a millimeter off. Not that it really matters to begin with, but like honestly, the layer lines are... Now, that worked way better than I expected. Kind of mag hopper feeding this was designed for. It's just got a PVC coupler in the front, like old school style. So it'll take whatever. Do you see this absolute fucking garbage? This should not have worked. Oh, that was too easy. Like, I'm waiting for something to go catastrophically wrong. Okay, that's fine. This is fine failing. I actually don't mind that. This, on the other hand, is going to cause us some problems. This is... yeah, I assume that's this. Wait, fuck me, what? Oh, I see. Alright. Okay. So that's the inside corner there. So I think we got off really lucky here. I think this is gonna work out a lot better than I intended it to. Let's go back into that sketch. Because I think I see a problem here. Just like a problem area in the sketch. I don't want to see this tab, this thing. Oh, you motherfucker. Go away. Thank you. Yes, and I was right. Okay, that should help. It's not going to be perfect, but it should help a lot. That's an odd request. Oh. Well done, Hannah. Okay, I'm really proud of this. Because I think I've actually made it look better. It needs a little bit of work. But like that trigger is in the absolute wrong fucking location. But now, rather than this line just kind of going up and sort of terminating, it now comes all the way from back here, all the way up and around into the trigger guard. And I guess before you could sort of argue that this line kind of came up like that, but I was never happy with it. And now you have the line from the bottom of the stock, the line from the front, and the line from the grip, all coming together in a spiral for the trigger guard. Nice. I think that is a marked improvement. Okay. So now, it's a constant radius. Oh, and this is on the inside too, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay, let's see where this ends. It's right there. So let's go variable radius so that we can input multiple lines. Hello, please? No? Okay, fine. Let's try this again. No? And that's failing. But... oh. No? Excuse me? Why can I not make this a variable now? What changed? Okay, this is potentially a problem. Can I cancel my... I kind of want to cancel this selection. Just deselect. Okay. Okay, and it will let me. Okay, so it considers this more than one line, which makes sense. So what we have to do is we have to throw a fillet in here, which is fine. I would really like it if my sketches weren't being shown. Thank you. Let's get rid of that whole motherfucking thing. Okay. Okay. Now, I have a theory that this should work. Fucking booyah. No, okay, that didn't work. Because I'm a big dum-dum and put that fillet in at the end when it needs to be right here. 100. Now if we scroll forward, this should actually prevent it from having to recalculate every single time, which is nice. And now it'll let me do a variable radius. So, on the back end here, I want this to be 8. And on the front end, let's start off with 0 and just see where that takes us. Yeah, see, that's fine. Let's put in a line here. Yeah, and then we'll make this 8. Really fucking convenient. And it failed. Okay. Oh, and that worked. Smart. I am genius. So now, let's try that from the other side and see how it looks. No promises. I am a much bigger fan of how this looks now. Oh, right. I was waiting for it to reload, but I fixed it so it wouldn't have to. Okay, so that is a 10mm thingy. I won't do it because this isn't. This should be, let's make it 10 just to make it nice and smooth, but it doesn't actually matter, I don't think. Oh. I need to slide this before... Hello, please? Yes. No. Circular dependency found. Okay, fair point. That, what just happened? So, in Fusion, you can do basically time travel, and what just happened was a grandfather paradox, and I think that's kind of cool. Oh, that's peculiar. It won't let me select any further than that. So what's the deal here? That's fine. Okay, so it already considers that collinear. So then why is it not letting my... Okay, so let's look at it a different way. Variable radius. Deselect this. Okay, let's just see what happens. No, okay. Let's go back and let's grab this and we'll make it like 2. Nope, that's way too much. 1. Oh, that's curious. Okay, so now let's try this. Variable radius, and then remove that and select this. Now we want a point here. So the start is there, and we want it to be 10. Point 1, we also want to be 10. And then maybe like here, we want another. Yeah, that's fine. We want this to be 1 as well. Now, is that not gonna let me? No, it doesn't like that. Okay. Let's try doing it the other way. I think I might know a workaround here. There. Okay, so let's throw in something here. We're gonna call this 10. Call this 10. And then we're gonna call this 1 and just kind of see what happens. Or maybe we call this 0 and then put in another 1 here. Make that 6. No. Okay. That's curious. I'm not sure why this line is causing me problems. Why don't we drop it down to 8 and 8? Is it because it's intersecting here? It might be. So let's take this to, I don't know, 4. I think that needs to go higher. And then what happens if I make this 1? Yikes. Not good. Let's make this, I don't know, 9? See how it likes that? Okay, so now it's just barely touching in that area. Which is, I think, what the problem was. Like, it doesn't want to fill it farther than this area here. Which is fine, that makes sense. We lose a little bit of our fillet, but it's not a huge deal. We're probably going to go in and readdress that a little bit, because I'm not happy with how this sits. Like, I'm tempted to... Yeah, okay, so we're going to go back in and we're going to add another control point here. Here, I think. And make that... 7? I actually like that just fine, so... Oh no, did it just add another one? Yeah, it did. Oh, bugger. Okay, let's make this one 7. And then if I don't like its position, I can sort of move it by adjusting this. Ah, yeah, that's a problem. That's more like it. That was literally... It's like a millimeter from where I started. I tried. 1? Okay, this isn't good, but... No, 1. No, not 21. Fuck off. That's not bad, huh? Like, once we throw in some fillets around here to make this transition a little smoother. Oh, that's way better. That looks so much more comfortable. Gives it a little bit more of an aggressive profile. And I'm not sure how much I like it right now. Like, I think this curve should bring itself up and back a little more, but that's pretty darn nice. It shouldn't. So this is a modification of this, which as it is right now, that digs into your hand, and this, yeah. We're actually redesigning it because it did dig into my hand, and I didn't like it. Okay, so I think what we have to do, because it doesn't consider these two... It doesn't consider these two to be this... Oh! You see that? That's the problem. They're just barely not right. So in this case, it'd probably be better to push them further apart, if at all possible. so let's go back into that sketch. And then bring this back. And you know what? That might do it, like on its own. Ha! Oh no. Oh no. Something has gone very wrong here. I was so proud for just a moment. What the hell? Where did this... Oh, what the hell? No. Oh, no. Something has happened. Oh, okay, I know what happened. Alright. Okay, well that's a little confusing now. But at least that part worked. Oh. That's not good. How did that little change make it fail? Got it. I bet it got so thin in that area that it was failing to generate geometry because you were getting intersecting areas. I bet you. Fuck. Hot tip, that didn't work. Okay. Nope, not that much. Yeah, there we go. That worked this time. Yeah, don't even worry about that. Hello? Why is that such an ordeal? Oh, that's pretty valid. The end, I don't know, give it a 1. Okay, this is less than grand. let's delete that point. And that point. And then let's make this like 1, maybe 2. I should really figure out what. No, not 25. 2.5. No, that's too much. Okay, that's not a great solution, but it is one. So we're gonna go back and figure out what that actually is later, but for now, we're gonna move this along to like 9. Thank you for stopping by, Kat. I don't know why I did that. It was weird. 3. Recognize I could have saved myself a button press there, but okay. So this section here, it's got some issues. That is 1.25. No, incorrect. Can you? Yeah, thank you. I said that was 1.25. Or fine. Okay, that's not ideal. Yeah, this is grotesque. I really don't like that. Let's do something I hate doing. Nope. Could not delete that face. This is curious. This is a bit of a dilemma. What's the error on this? Oh wow, that did fuck that up quite a bit. I think I have to go back to before this. So I gotta go forward again and find this fillet here. That is a 32.5 millimeter fillet. I hope I didn't fuck up this fillet over here. Whatever, I'll figure it out. No, okay, that's fine. Honestly, if I could do this all over again, I'd probably go back and use surface modeling. Because that's, yeah, okay. So this fillet was 32.5. Then let's throw a fillet in here that is, oh, no, okay, I have to come back in here and throw this in as a 100mm radius. And then variable radius. So I want the end to be 1.25. And I want the other end to be 9. Then I want to point maybe here-ish. And at this point, I also want to see what happens if I make that 9. Nothing good. Okay, let's make it 7. Still not good. 6? No. Okay. Let's delete this point entirely. And then let's add one. Maybe here-ish. And I want that to be 9. Are you going to do that? No. What about 8? No, but for a different reason. How about here? No. That's curious. Failed to make an edge blend for one or more sequences. Very curious. Okay, so we're scrapping that idea. We're gonna figure out a different way to do it. Okay. Oh, this is such a janky solution, but... Okay. No. Okay. So the problem is it's trying to radius into this. So why don't I see if I can... No, I can't extend it any further in that way. Because if it wasn't for this transition, I'd be really, really happy with this result. I mean, as it is, it's not even that bad. Let's go 1.5, 2.5, 5.5, 4.5? No, 3.5. 3? 3 actually works all right. That's sort of a better, it's a better situation. Yeah. It's better. It's not great. Although it might be good enough. Let's zoom into the future and see how it all pans out. There's going to be a lot of failed fillets in that grip area, but it's okay. Okay, so not great. Let's take a look at this. Let's go to object instead. Tool body creation failed, despite the fact that chain faces. There we go. That should work. I think that's all the dramatic problems fixed. Like the ones that we are gonna look at. In reality, we're gonna have to rebuild that whole section, which might end up being outside the realm of this particular video. Oh, hello. Hey there, sexy. Well, that could be worse. It's not ideal. It's not as nice as that smooth transition we got there. But it was really hard to get that. Yeah, I don't know. What are we thinking? I cannot tell which fucking direction the sun is coming from. I'm just gonna have to hit the render button and then just see. It would be so much better if it was a nice smooth transition into that section. The problem is I'm just not sure how to do it. And the trigger is way in the wrong spot, but that's fine. Okay, I had a thought. Oh, for one, something's gone a little awry here. Hello? Should be a little nicer. Not a whole, not a huge difference or anything, just a bit. Oh, I'm hearing my printer do something funny. I'm gonna go check on it. I'm gonna grab my phone with a flashlight on it so that I can actually see the print. One of these days I'll add lights to my CR10. Well, despite hearing a funny noise, it seems as though that print is going better than ever. Alright. Hold on a second. I got a whole like microphone stand set up and then I completely forgot to like move it into position. I have no idea if this is gonna sound any better for you guys, but it was a shocking amount of work to get it here. So hopefully it sounds at least a little better. Boom. It had one of those like clamps that goes on the edge of your desk, except my desk doesn't really have an edge. It's got like, it's like a 4mm edge, like lip around the edge, and that can't clamp on. So I machined, like on my CNC machine, I went over and I machined a piece of 1/2-inch plywood, which was actually 11mm plywood, which is nowhere close to 1/2 inch. Anyway, I went and machined a piece of plywood, and then screwed it down into my desk so it would extend off the edge. So, I guess my question here is, how much do I hate this? No. Or rather, how much do I hate this versus how much time am I willing to spend trying to fix it? I have an idea. Where is this? Let's go back to it. Or maybe I'll go all the way back to this. Right? Okay, so let's roll history marker here, and then just before it. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to split this body. This is the body, and let's find us a splitting tool. We don't want to extend the splitting tool, but we want it we want the splitting tool like right here-ish. So let's find somewhere we can put that splitting tool. Okay, let's go for offset plane from here. 60. All right. So now let's try splitting it. Split body. That's the body. Do not want to extend the tool. We just want that. Oh God. What have I done? That is incorrect. So let's try that again. Modify and split body. This body. Don't extend the tool. And use that. What was that about? It just didn't. Fuck. Alright, let's try something different then. Which is, I recognize what I've been doing this entire time. Okay. When we extrude this here, let's not take that. See what happens. Okay, that's... Right? It just noped the fuck out. Okay, my shell failed, and that's really bad. Okay, this failed, but I might have a theory on this. Hello, please. Let me select that one as well. And crash my whole fucking computer. It looked like a wave to me. I mean, a bad emoji wave, but a wave nonetheless. Nice. No. Bitch, what? Excuse you? No. Alright, fine, fine. Okay, let's go back into our sketch 4, which I should really give a proper name sometime. And let's put this line back, because I have a theory. Okay, now let's go back to the point where it extrudes this bit. And we're not going to take this bit and this bit. No. Amazing. really fucked something up here. Go 9 on this end and 1.25 on this end, and then throw in around here-ish another 9. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem, but I don't have a great solution. Okay. Let's go to 0.7. .75. I know that's going to make the problem worse, but hear me out. Pop one in here. Make that a nice 4. Boom. There you go. That's like closer to the nice smooth transition we want. I think what I want to do is I want to make it 5, but then I want to bring it back to 0.8. Nope. 0.84. 25? No, it's back to the same problem again. Four, 5? Yeah, split the difference. So, now we have a different problem. Let's bring back sketch 4 and let's grab that and that. And let's extrude it up to here. And we want to treat this as a new body, right? So then, this is going to be the tough part. We want to make this this is the problem. Yeah, okay, so let's take this extrude to like there. All right. Let's see if we can get any closer. Nope. God damn it. No. Thank you kindly, Nathan. It is appreciated. Oh, okay, I had an idea. If I can bring this down to say like 11.5, maybe 11.25, sure. No, no, absolutely not. Did not work at all. Although, I have another idea. Let's do something a little cool. Let's sweep this profile along this path. No, not that far. That's kind of cool though, that it does it in... It's really close, actually. Distance in the other direction, we want 0. You know what? This might work better than I intended. Like, this actually might work. The dim lofts, though. There's nowhere to loft it to. I think a sweep is a better way to do it. No twist angle, that's fine. We do want this to be a new body, though. And then... there we go. That's not bad, huh? Then let's... Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Let's combine this and this. But what we want to do first is we want to cut... No. Yes. And then keep the tool. Right? So now we have this little bit down here. Hello, please. And then we're just gonna remove it. Doesn't matter anymore. It's gone. And this will also mean we'll have an extra strong trigger guard. Because this is going to be 100% infill. That will actually handle a lot of problems. And it was one of the things that sort of felt a little weird. So now let's just combine them. So target body, and then there's our tool body, and we want it to join. Oh, I think I kept the tool. So this is target body, this is tool body, and then don't keep the tool. That's usually my advice to most women when they ask me about advice on men. Sorry, had to slide that little dig in there. Hashtag unsubscribed. Okay, what is that? Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Actually, it shouldn't matter anymore. I should be able to go, so constant radius of 24 millimeters. And that should work. It'll regenerate my little trigger guard tool there. That's fine. Should do okay. Yep, it did fine. What's this fillet? Oh yeah, that's totally fine. What is this fillet? Oh. Perfect. Now, what's this? You know what? Shockingly, I was aware that that fillet had failed. Okay, what's this? Okay, this is fillet 118. It would be great if these were labeled in some way other than fucking that. Oh, okay, so that fillet there does not matter. That's fine. It can eat an entire dick. How about that one? Oh my god. I was preparing to, like, go through this entire setup and figure out what was going wrong throughout the whole thing, and that can just fuck right off. I think it's possible that that and that can too. This is gonna need a little bit of touching. Just to keep the functioning. That's a... Okay, so this... Okay, so 118, 119, and 121. We'll see if those actually do anything useful. Okay, so that's 111, 118, no. 119, no. And 121, also no. Oh, I didn't notice this post sticking out. That's important. But these three, we can yeet. On some levels, I actually kind of like this little post sticking out. I can't tell you why. It just sort of looks like tusks. Are you done? You done loading? Yes. And then this, which I... all things considered, I don't care. Like, this is just such a small thing. No, not 10. 2? God, I'm having such a hard time carrying. Like, I need to, but I know exactly what's wrong, too. So. It's trying to do a web off of the bottom of a piece of projected... and it's just not... Yeah, okay, I need to redefine sketch plane to here. And it'll probably even... yeah, it just fixed itself. Easy peasy. Okay, how about this? That's from a mirror, so... How about this? Let's have this go chain faces and to object. Absolutely fucking wait for it. Still waiting. Nailed it. Unless I accidentally just punch that hole, in which case I will have egg on my face. But I didn't. That's a different hole. So that means I've now officially fixed this. I want to move the trigger back, because right now the trigger is just floating in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm also tempted to go back into our sketch 4 here, and then I don't know, can I add, yeah, like one of those. No. No? Okay, actually I think that was the way to go. Oh, super no. Not sure how I feel about that, but once it gets all its fillets on it, I might change my mind. When the fix takes half the time it takes to recalculate. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what's happening right now, is just making a small change and then waiting for the change to propagate and then making a small change. But I would rather be able to make a small change. Oh God, what just happened? Oh God. Everything broke. It might be worth doing that a different way. Hannah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have tried to add iron sights to this thing like 8 or 9 times. Several of which on stream, several of which not on stream. And it is not possible without ruining the whole aesthetic of this thing. Like, I've tried it a lot. Like, a lot. Okay. I'm actually pretty happy with this. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased. Yeah. I have to move the trigger assembly back, but that's going to involve redesigning all the internals, and when I do that, I would like to redesign them properly. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd like to redesign them all properly in a way that is, easier to manufacture from a subtractive standpoint, which rough translation is I would like to CNC machine the catch out of a piece of aluminum and not make the rod dealy out of aluminum, because I did that last time and it was a very poor choice. So I might more or less call it here. Fuck, that looks so much better. Like, this looks bricky and antique-y now. Like, I can't believe it. I'm tempted to, I don't know. See, the problem is I would have to reprint this section and this section and this section. Basically, reprint half of this thing in order to get it all right-ish. But it feels like such a waste because, like, I don't want to display this because this is better. Like, so it's kind of a, I don't know, maybe I'll give it away as a display piece or something. Ow! If a friend of mine really wants one, but I cannot afford to make one for them, I might just give it to them as a showpiece, because that's mostly what this thing is anyway. I mean, like, a Caliburn will outperform it, you know. Let's go into the render workspace. I don't know why I have the shadows turned off on this. Fuck. Fucking this right up. Alright. I actually think I want to look at it from the other side where the screw ports aren't. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to go back in and add another one. Maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. Just to have a little bit of anti-twist in there. God, that's so much better. Ah! Excuse me. Something you might not know about me is I hiccup like a fucking pterodactyl. Now, let's go scene settings and rotate. Now, that way. I do actually have a blaster that I'm sort of working on in the back of my mind. I did a sketch of it a while ago, and everybody seemed to like it. But I have an idea for a blaster, and I'm definitely going to put irons on it. Like, it would be a crime not to. They just look so good. Yeah, trigger's way too far forward, but whatever. A machine pistol. No. I don't remember which machine pistol you're talking about, though. Yeah, I've seen people do that before. It's fine. Ah. Oh god. Phone auto-rotating. I'm sorry, my dyslexia kicked in and I could not read your name, Trans Girl Magic. Like, I put all of those words in the wrong order. Like, in every single wrong order. I'm impressed. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. I'm taking a thing that I made that wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, and making it better. Damn, I love how this stock looks. It just doesn't get old for me. Oh. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the Gaven needs some work. I revved it up at the event at Ragnar Oktoberfest, and it just sounded like fucking grinding gears. Like, it just sounded so bad. And like my friend Bob, who was like running the chronographs, like looks over at it and just like raises an eyebrow, and I'm like, yeah, I haven't serviced it since I built it. So yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do with that, but it's gonna be something pretty dramatic. You want to make one just cycling through the Trans Pride colors. You couldn't use my code. You'd have to start from scratch because my code is built off of, like, specifically the rainbow. Like, it basically, like, mathematically generates the rainbow. So that wouldn't work with my code. But you might actually have an easier time than I did trying to do a rainbow, because you probably want it like you don't really want a if you'll pardon the pun, you don't really want a transition between the two colors, like the blue and the pink, right? You probably just want a hard line. So that's blue, pink, white, blue, pink, white. And then you probably want... No, blue, pink, white, pink, blue, pink, white. Yeah, so you probably want to do it a little more... yeah, you could bodge that really easily. Doing it properly would be a little more difficult, but you could do it. And, like, if you were never going to change it, a bodge would be all you'd need. Yeah. Make it a crust. Excuse me? What are you... Am I having another dyslexia moment, or is this something I don't understand? Oh, crisp. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. Yeah, you'd basically want to make a map of your colors. Now, effectively, you want it to... Basically, what you would want is for it to start... You'd want to go... Sorry, I have to look at it again. Blue, pink, white, pink. And then just repeat that. So that's 4 colors. You could try to do something where you, like, you just sort of inverted it. Like, if you wanted to go really clever about it, you could, like, if you were, like, really low on memory space, you could alternate between pink and another color. And then that other color can be either... it can swap between white and blue. There's a lot of ways you could do it in code with varying levels of efficiency. But if I was going to do that, I would probably want to go the route of, like, assigning each color a number and a time. And then as it goes through time... yeah, as it... Basically, I'd want to make it stackable, so that it was really, really easy to go back in and swap it if you wanted to do, like, I don't know for you, but, like, I would throw in, like, a lesbian flag. Like, I would want it really easy to do that. Then again, the lesbian flag is apparently swamped in controversy, and I don't understand any of it. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know why it would be. Apparently the person who made it is, like, a super shitty person, and so that was then grounds for making a whole new one, which confused me. And then some people are like, nah, it's not worth making a whole new one. Is she a TERF? I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sort of a big, you know, death of the author, and if not, yeah, separation between art and artist. And, you know, in this particular case, maybe death of the author isn't exactly the right way of putting that, and maybe it should be we murder the author. You know, metaphorically or literally. I'm not gonna cry. But yeah, I don't know. If it was up to me, I would just kind of ignore the history. It's nice to have openly queer women in the American space and makes me feel a lot more comfortable. Yeah, there are, Michelle and Adriana of Phone Blast are super gay, and they had a wedding, and it was really cute at a Nerf war. There are a few of us. I think it's mostly me and Foam Blast, really, that are like really upfront, like really. I don't want to say really popular in the community, but Nerf is lesbian culture. Yeah, that's fine. I'll accept that. But then there are people like Archer. I don't exactly know how Archer identifies, but I know that she's dating a woman, so kind of gay. Archer is a big badass. She's a really great HVZ player, and she tagged me out last year at End War. Like, not this previous year, but the one before. Nerf is big gay. Yeah, I'm fine with this. That's fine. Does she have a channel? Not that I'm aware of. She's one of the leads in Women of Nerf. Like, she's one of the people that runs Women of Nerf. I think it was her idea, to be honest. Yeah. You don't have to thank me, though. I'm just gay and, shooting people. What? No one take that out of context. There's a Women of Nerf. Yes. It's, I've completely lost words at this point. It is... There's a word for trans-inclusive. It's... I guess anyone that is femme-identifying. Yeah, if you look up Women of Nerf on Facebook, there's a public group and then there's a private group. Clonk. Yeah, anyone that is femme-identifying is allowed in, so... You're good, we're not a bunch of TERFs. I'm not really active in that group at all, so... But... Yeah, go for it. I do post very, very rarely on there. Not often, but yeah. Yeah, it's always such a shame. I mean, it's probably worse for you, but, it's always such a shame when you get a group that's like, yeah, women all hanging out, and then somebody in there turns out to be a fucking TERF and ruins it for everybody, and... The problem is, people always stay, like, I don't think most people are TERFs. Like, in that sort of a group. But, like, when you do get them, it's always, like, one or two people, and then everybody else is quiet. So I always try my best to either stand up or just leave, honestly, if I don't have the energy. The fact that you know what TERF is and care and solidarity in itself. Daniel, TERF stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist. So, someone who believes in women's rights but doesn't understand what a woman is. Oh, hey, we're, talking about being gay. Alright, let's just save this to the wrong fucking group, apparently. Alright, whatever. That tea is hot. Thank you. I try my best. It's one of those, like, I try to be as... How do I phrase this? Like, even now I'm fucking it up. I try to be as correct as possible. And sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I say the wrong thing. And if I do, then I apologize. Not me saying now, I apologize if I fuck up. But I will apologize if I recognize that I've fucked up. And... yeah. There was more to that sentence, but it got away from me. Try to be nice. Daniel... Daniel, I know you. I know that your heart's in the right place. But I think you're a couple steps behind us on this one. And I will happily debate this with you, and, like, actually I probably won't even need to debate ever, because it's you, and I know you, and it will be more or less me explaining, and if you have any questions, I will try to answer them as best as possible, and I know how that conversation would go. But my live stream where I design a Nerf blaster is probably not the place for it. So, yeah. We've gotten a little off the rails. That's fine. That's fine. That was just me going, you know, we're just gonna slice this off because there is a line, you know. That sounds worse than it is. Really like the stock on this, by the way. Thank you. I really like it too, and it might make a comeback at some point. Like, I like it enough that I might put it on something actually functional at some point, because it's very sexy. Yeah, no, Daniel, don't worry about it. Like, it's yeah. What's the action on this? You should be able to see it in the render, but big fuck off spring in here. Piston-y bit, like, draw arm thing. Cylinder. It's just a big fuck off spring and a catch. So you yank it back and it catches, and you pull the trigger and it's just a big fuck off spring. That's really all it is. No, don't you worry about it. Yeah, this was just, like, when I first got into Nerf, like, the plus bow was the ultimate Nerf sniper, and I wanted one, so I designed one, and then I never got around to building it, but it was so goddamn pretty that I thought it would be a great time, so I finally got around to building it, and I didn't like it. So, here we are today, fixing it. Although it is now finished rendering. that big dick energy money shot right here. But yeah, next time I have to redesign all the internals, and then we're gonna scoot the trigger back, and then add 1 or maybe 2 more screw ports, and then it'll be ready to print again. And then I get to do another 60 hours of 3D printing in order to make one of these. Which is why I'm selling these for a lot of money. It's fine, it's only 60 fucking hours. I don't know how Captain Slug makes the entire Caliburn for like fucking $150 or something. What? Oh. I completely misunderstood that message. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a minute. I thought you were saying that you thought the blaster was gorgeous and I was meh. And I was like, come on, man, why you gotta say that? like you're allowed to have that opinion, but that hurts. No, I will be doing a limited run of these once I'm happy with the design. And I think I will be doing about 8 of them, and they will be about $600 each. Most of the spots have already been filled up, I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna start by selling them to my friends. Like, just, you know, put the offer up. Roasted. Yeah, I'm gonna put the offer up for my friends first, and then, yeah, if there are some remaining, I will put the offer up to the general public as well. Kotak Kickstarter win. Stretch goals for aluminum parts. I'm gonna make aluminum parts for it. It's just that I'm gonna make the aluminum parts be the catch mechanism, and then the piston arm dealie is gonna be the UHMW or something. Like something extremely wear resistant. Steel parts. I don't have the ability to make steel parts. But I might make the trigger out of metal as well. I'm not sure what metal, maybe just aluminum. All metal internals. Shaking my head. Depleted uranium. Yeah. I might take one last swing at putting irons on this. I think there might be a way I could make it work. Maybe. Just little chance. I wish this render would hurry up so that I could swap the trigger over to brass and or aluminum and see which one I like better. Yep. It's I buy depleted uranium parts. Nice. You know, the other thing I could do is if I had the oh, that's a good idea. I could have the catch inverted. So you pull on it. So you have the notch at the bottom of the piston arm dealy. And when you prime it back, the catch shifts up. And then when you pull the trigger, you have an arm that moves forward and pulls it down. That mechanically should be pretty much identical in the way of how the force is distributed. And then I can afford to move my catch further back than the pin, essentially. Hi, nice NSA person now reading this. I really want to see what this would look like with an aluminum trigger in it. Like, I feel like it would be weird being the only piece of aluminum in it. Excellent. And the problem is, like, oh, I guess I could weigh it in Fusion. If I made the pull on it out of aluminum, I could weigh it and see how much weight it would be. There was a lot of words that said effectively nothing. Send you gift wrapped over to them. Yeah, just gift wrap Hannah, toss her in a fucking bag. That doesn't sound murdery or anything. Murdery or anything. Whoa. Did my hair manage to stay all the way on one side for this entire fucking stream? That's impressive. Aluminum plunger 2. No. No. I tried that at one point and it weighs so much and there's just so much force behind it. It like blow the front end off the thing. Yeah, it's not a great solution. Yeah. That's not a dart. What's not a dart? What do you mean? What's not a dart? Ah, it's finally done. I just want polished. Let's go polished. I thought so, you bitch. Oh, that looks good. I didn't think that would look good. I was fucking wrong. Oh, I was really fucking wrong. Alright, let's see if I throw aluminum on that too. Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. Okay, so now if we go to design, okay, let's go physical material, and then let's make that. Can I really not search this? Yeah, aluminum, and actually I'm really cool, so I actually, oh, hello, no. 661. Yeah. And then if I go to properties, I actually might be able to get a weight off of it. So plastic, glossy, white, whatever, the weight is 6 points. So I'd be adding 10 grams. That's actually not bad. Oh no! Wait. Am I here? Yeah, I'm still streaming. What did we miss? I was paying attention to my thing. Yeah, so if I made this out of aluminum, it would be about 12 grams heavier. So that's like, meh, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, that looks way too good. I think the next one I make might be the final one for me. Like this might be my final one, at least in this version. Like, I might make something totally different and wacky based off of this, but I think the next one I make is going to be mine. Oh, well, it's fine. That's so bizarre. Am I live? Yeah, okay, I'm live again. Okay, fine, cool. I love this hoodie so much, but the problem is the hood weighs so much that it pulls the thing up and throttles me. Yeah. I'm pretty about this. You still don't have video. Maybe refresh? Because it's working on my end. Like, not only is OBS uploading, I also have a live version of the stream up as well, and it's working. I think I'm legally obligated to machine that now. That's gonna look so fucking good. Okay, we're 91 seconds into this. Hold on. Let me just go back in. And before this mirror... What does chord length do? I like that, actually. Alright. Render. Nope, don't like it. Okay, so let's change that. Let's change it back to constant radius. Make that 6. 5, 6. Ah, okay, hold on. What is the diameter of my finger? Right where that's gonna sit. It's about 12 in that direction. And 14 in that direction. So let's make it 7. And then it shouldn't pinch my finger at all. Now let's see how that looks. Bitch! Alright. Yeah, I like that a little better. Well, thank you for dropping by, Chris. Yes, I wish you luck. Don't kill anyone. On second thought, I'm not entirely sure if I like the T-pole being made out of aluminum. But we'll find out. We'll see. What I should really do is I should print that T-pole. Just run it off on a printer really quick and see how it feels in my hand. And if I like it, that'll be cool. And if I hate it, then it's whatever. The idea was sort of that when you pull it, you want 2 fingers on one side, 1 on the other. So you kind of drop your finger through, but not sure yet. It's probably a good choice, Cat. Also, hi, Cat. Welcome back. Well, I might decide to look into the concept of food, because things have slowed down, and things have slowed down for my work and for chat as well. I was going to hang up a while ago, but then we had a whole conversation, and yeah. But yeah, investigating the concept of food sounds good. Thank you, Kat. The aluminum trigger it's a must. It has to happen now. I'm waiting for Ed to get back to me after watching this tomorrow and say, you can't do that forward trigger thing because it'll mess up X and Y, but the way I figure it, the forces should be exactly the same. Like just having a pin that reaches out and grabs and yanks down. So like your trigger, instead of being this shape where you pull on it and it pushes upwards, your trigger is now this shape where you pull on it and it pulls downwards, which means you can move the trigger further back and still like have a really good pivot point and some morty. But at this point, this render is probably at the point where you guys can't actually see any improvement over time. Like the stream is not of a high enough quality for you to tell that it's getting better. So I'm probably gonna end it unless anybody has any more questions. Got like a minute and 15 seconds and I'll end it. The question then becomes, what do I do with this? Because it's a big motherfucking thing, but it's useless, and I probably will never finish it. But it's such a waste, because it's like 60 hours of printing. Plus, I failed several of these prints many times, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might give it to a friend as a showpiece. Now I just have to select a friend. Give it to me. Well, I would mount it on the wall, but then I would have 2 of them on the wall once this one is done, and this one would look like crap compared to it. I could give it to Brian, and he would make it work, but it would be 40 pounds because it would be full of epoxy putty. Yeah, now everybody wants it. Make it into a flywheel blaster. Patreon giveaway. That, I don't know. Like, on one hand, that seems kind of cool, but on the other hand, it's like, here, everyone, give me money so that I'll give you my fucking garbage. Like, does look awful good. How much does all this prototyping usually cost? I don't think about it. Like, because if I thought about it, then I wouldn't be able to do it, honestly. Like, it costs that much. Like, I mean, I've put 3 hours into design tonight. And that's just fixing up a few things. Like, the amount of design time alone is probably just in design time. We're talking somewhere near 4,000. That's not a bad way to think about it, Daniel. One woman's trash is another person's profitable maker content creation. Yeah. Well, I mean, there are, like, I mean, Daniel, I know you've held this. I have a picture of you holding this, but, like, there were a bunch of failed prints, so, like, back here, there's, like, a big gap in there, and it's not great, and it's kind of fuzzy here. But if you mounted it on the wall, like so, yeah, it looks good from this side. My bad for making you think about it then. Ah, don't worry about it. Yeah, like, the design, like, if somebody wanted me to if somebody wanted to commission me to design something like this, design time would be $4 or $5 grand. Printing and, like, prototyping and everything would probably be another $2. Just for this. I see what you did there, because now I'm realizing that this is, it may not be a functional prototype, but it is a $5,000 or $6,000 prototype. So, I see what you did. Well played. Alright, it's dinner time for me. I'm gonna end the stream before it gets to 3 hours, because then Ed is gonna get the bit cut off the back. So, bye.